Hey everybody, welcome to Tutorial Tuesday this week. Today I'll be showing you how to mark your grid on your background piece of fabric for the Pie to Go method. I'm working on the Labyrinth quilt, which is the first one in the No Sew Pie to Go book. And that means that we'll be marking our grid 3.5 inch by 3.5 inch squares is what our grid will be. And we need to make 17 squares across, 21 down. Both of them are odd numbers, which means that my center point will be in the middle of the lines. I've marked the center. Of course, it's going to be on my seam here that I made in the middle of the background piece. And then I marked the middle with a pin. And then I know that there's going to be a line on halfway across. There'll be two lines going down and the pin will be in the center. So I have a 24-inch ruler that I'm going to use. And first of all, I'm going to match my ruler up with that seam right there. And this is just kind of an estimate. That's actually 2 inches in. So we'll do 1.5, 1 3/4. I can do math, I promise. And that will be our first line right there, going this way. And then I can use that line as a guide and do a 3.5 inch. Always making sure to line this line up and also along here with your seam that you made. That will make it so that your grid is as straight as it can be. It seems like it gets off a little bit sometimes, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's probably just because of the width of the line there. Okay, I just finished up the lines going this way and on this half of the quilt, or this quarter, I guess, of the quilt. Here's my middle point, and I needed 17 across. So this is my first one, and so I needed 8 on each side. So I have 8 here, and then that will be, the middle one will be 9, and then we'll have 8 on the other side, which will equal 17. Going the other way, then I can actually just line up my ruler. Again, remember that the pin's going to be in the middle because it's an odd number. So I've got that on 1 3/4, right on the seam. And I'm using a washable pencil. You'll want to use either a washable pencil or pen or marker, something that will wash out when you get this all finished. And it's really nice if you mess up too, because then you can just wash it out and start over. Another way you could do this is actually line this up on one of the lines and then just make a hash mark. So that's on 6.5, so I go on 10, 13.5, 13, like this, and then do another one down here, marking 3.5 inches as you go. And then line those two up. That's just another way that you could make this grid. So when I get this quarter finished, then I'll move it over and I'll do this side over here. And then I'll turn it around and do the other half.